Hello, my name's Scott Pelletier and I'm the CTO of Lewan and Associates. And today I thought I'd share with you in a bit more depth our full service 360 managed IT services offerings. And what these are basically operational support packages that allow us to help you with your operational needs around your infrastructure and your end user support. We added these about 2 years ago and it's growing rapidly. But again, these are more managed services that are more predictable in nature from a cost and kind of an all-inclusive nature of the offering from a support perspective for our clients. Our customers were wondering how they could best optimize the IT resources and management utilizing a company like us that we can bring resources to bear that were very costly for them to bring on, especially when they might not have the economies of scale in a particular IT service function or IT knowledge base. So what we've done, as you can see here on the screen, I've got our website up. The offering is called Full Service 360. And basically what it is meant to help customers manage their end users and their infrastructure items. And it's kind of a menu-driven sort of approach. You don't have to consume all the services. You tell us where you have gaps. You either have capability or capacity gaps because you don't either have enough people with a particular knowledge set in a particular area. So again, we can fill those gaps. And some of our smaller customers may not even be able to afford a full-time IT person. We can, of course, be the full-time IT person for those folks as well. So the benefit of this to our customers is they can leverage our team and all the expertise in our team, but only having to buy a little slice of the team, not having to pay for the entire team. So we can slice our team and experts around Exchange, storage, and servers, and phone systems, and video and security, and all the different aspects that we know internally and have subject matter experts focused on. But again, you can buy a sliver of that and end up having us support your entire environment, but at a lower cost with a higher quality. The offerings that we have are on the screen here. We have various service plans, and those are full service and shared service. Like the words mean, if we're taking care of you with a full service option in a particular area, that means that you have completely outsourced that function to us. You want us to take full responsibility of that function. In a shared service model, you want to do the reactionary elements. You want us to do the 24/7 and the proactive things, but you want your own resources to actually react to anything that happens to be the face to the end user or the internal IT group. The offerings themselves, I'll go through those real quickly here. We have end user support and infrastructure management. They're blended together here because most of the time we do sell them together, but they're actually separate entities in that the end user support is something where we are literally the help desk for you. We take care of the end users directly. They call into our help desk directly, and we literally are their IT support. So whether their phone's not talking to email or their password needs a reset, whatever it might be, any sort of general IT support questions, we are here to help those customers in that regard. From an infrastructure perspective, we monitor and manage the infrastructure. So we'll do a 24/7 monitoring of all your switches and routers and servers and Exchange servers and all the sort of things that are out there in your phone system and networking devices. And we also proactively manage those devices. So we will patch them, keep them up to date, antivirus on the end user desktops, for example. Make sure that all those things are kind of in order and being taken care of on an ongoing basis. Our next offering is our managed security offering. And from a managed security perspective, this one's very difficult for customers to keep up with because not only do they have to know something about security, to really do security right, you should really be monitoring your security on a 24/7 basis, and that's a very difficult thing for customers to do because it's so expensive to hire, one, to get the security experts, and two, to do it in a 24/7 manner is a very, very costly endeavor. So we have a 24/7 SOC, or Security Operations Center, that does this very thing where they're monitoring the logs and looking at intrusion detection and prevention, ability to quarantine certain IP addresses from coming in if they sense an attack, things like that. So we have all the experts that can handle that on a 24/7, 365 basis. Our next offering is data protection, and this is, again, another common need. All customers have to protect their data, obviously, but no one likes to do backup and recovery. It's a necessary evil. It's an insurance policy, basically, where you're backing up your data. And our solution, we back up your data locally first. We have a copy on site, which facilitates quick restores and also quick backups. And then we replicate that data offsite to a couple different locations so that we have an offsite two offsite copies of your data to keep it protected in the event of some data loss or a disaster environment where a fire, flood, water, something happened to the actual data infrastructure within your environment. We have it off-prem as well as on-prem. Our hosted private cloud offering, this is very, very popular in these days where customers not only want to get out of some of the IT support functions because that's not their business, they also want to get out of buying IT infrastructure. So literally, you won't have to build or buy a computer room or a data center, let alone the storage, servers, and core networking that go within that data center. We have a hosted private cloud, and we will sell our customers a sliver of that cloud based on how much compute do they need, how much storage do they need, how much network connectivity do they need, how much internet bandwidth do they need. And we can slice out pieces of our infrastructure, allocate it and dedicate it to that user, that customer, so they have a dedicated hosted private cloud. And it's in our data center, so they don't have to deal with any of the costs or management that goes along with a data center or the physical infrastructure that lies within it. From a messaging and collaboration perspective, we focused on three main areas. It's the ability for us to host the customer's email, SharePoint, and web collaboration platforms. So that way a customer doesn't have to implement nor maintain those platforms, they just get to use them. So we'll help a customer migrate, for example, their email into the messaging cloud that we have, and then they get to utilize Exchange and Outlook just like they always have, but they just don't have to take care of Exchange anymore or back it up or buy the licenses and all that. It's all kind of baked into the offering. Similarly for SharePoint and also for our web-based collaboration platform so that you can better communicate with your customers internally and externally. It's a fully hosted voice and video and web collaboration suite of tools that you get to leverage there. We can layer these offerings in any which way you'd like. We have customers that just use one or two of these, and we have some customers that use all of them. So it really depends on your preference. Again, where you have those gaps in capability or capacity, we can help fill those gaps. And if you have any questions and like to understand more about these programs and how they can help you and how much they cost, feel free to reach out to us at www.lewan.com, and we're happy to help. Thanks.